Hello friends, in the series on income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case which is based on registration of a charitable organization under section 12A. It has been seen that when the assessee applies for the 12A registration, and especially in those cases where the assessee applies for renewal of the registration under section 12A, then his 12A registration is denied on one or the other ground, especially for the technical grounds like the assessee has not chosen the right code in which the assessee has to apply, or when the application is correct in all the respects. So in that case, for one or the other reason which is not even part of the legislature, the exemption is denied to the assessee or the registration is denied to the assessee. In the present case, the issue before Delhi ITAT was that whether the exemption can be denied on the sole ground that the assessee has been formed to cater to the needs in respect of education and medical, especially to the employees, retired employees or their family members, and they do not come into the definition of the public. And the second issue was that whether the absence of dissolution deed in the trust can become responsible for denial of registration under section 12A. These both the issues have been taken up by Delhi ITAT F bench in the case of Radisson India Charitable Foundation versus Income Tax Officer Exemption and another. This case is reported in 133 ITR Tribunal at page number 192, and the date of the judgment is 22nd January 2025. In the present case, the 12A registration was rejected on the ground that the assessee has been formed to just cater to the need of charitable and educational facilities to the assessee, their family members, and the retired employees of the assessee. It was the apprehension of the assessing officer that the employees and the retired employees and their families do not come into the definition of the public. And the second apprehension was that in the trust deed there is no dissolution deed, so the assessee can transfer its assets to any entity which may or may not be the charitable organization. So for the absence of dissolution clause in the trust deed, the registration under section 12A was denied. When the assessee filed the appeal before the tribunal said that in the present case, there is no doubt that the assessee is a charitable organization whose object is to provide the charity to the public. The tribunal said that in the present case, the facts are very clear that the assessee has from time to time provided and extended its charitable activities towards the education and health care of the family members of the various employees of the assessee, and sometimes the charitable activities has been done other than employees also. So it cannot be said that the family members of the employees and the retired employees is not public at large. Secondly, the tribunal said that it is the apprehension of the assessing officer that the assets of charitable organization can be transferred to any other entity who do not have the charitable objects. For this, the tribunal said that the section 115 TD has been introduced by the Finance Act 2016, which takes care of the situation where the assets are, or the net assets of the charitable organization are transferred. So the apprehension of absence of dissolution clause has been well addressed and taken care of by the section 115 TD, which was introduced by Finance Act 2016. Friends, in this case, both the apprehensions of the assessing officer were kept aside and the registration was granted to the assessee. So from this case, it is very apparent that even if an organization is formed to do the charitable activities mainly for its employees, retired employees and their family members, so they will also become the part of the public and it will be termed as charity, and the absence of dissolution clause is not fatal to the registration of the assessee. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Radisson India Charitable Foundation versus Income Tax Officer Exemption and another. and this case is reported in 133 ITR Tribunal, page number 192, and the date of the judgment is 22nd January 2025. Thank you, friends.